welcome to the first episode of Season 2 of Movie Mercs.
Hey guys, did you miss us?
Since we're kicking off Season 2 of the Mercs, it got us thinking about sequels.
Yeah, in today's movie world, sequels are pushed quite frequently along with reboots and remakes.
Speaking of which, hey Peacemaker, did you see that new Mummy trailer?
Yeah, dude. I feel like it was missing something. Like somebody?
Like Brendan Fraser?
Yup. I don't care if most of his movies are worse than straight-to-Netflix Adam Sandler productions.
Oh! He went there!
He was in freaking Encino Man. He should get a free pass to do anything his sweet little heart desires. Please, Hollywood, give him another chance.
Hey Peacemaker, come back to us. Come back to us. Remember, the video?
Right. Sequels, baby.
They are almost certain to appear in profitable movie franchises today. This could be a really great thing when the same amount of thought and creativity is put into making a sequel.
But sadly, not all movie sequels do the original justice. Whew, thankfully there are some exquisite examples of amazing sequels in certain movie franchises.
Get ready to journey through our list of the top 10 better than or equally as great as the original movie sequels.
I feel like that title could use a little bit of work, but these are movies that we feel are arguably better than the originals.
Let's go!
Number 10, X-Men Days of Future Past. Hey Dice, isn't this a prequel? Or is it a sequel to a prequel? Or a sequel and a prequel? Oh, my mind is burning.
Chill, dude. Don't think about it. It's sort of paradoxical. I guess it's a sequel in regards to First Class, but a prequel to the original trilogy. Whatever.
We both personally love First Class, but this one is right up there with it. Some even say it surpasses.
The story definitely carries a great significance. The pacing is good, and this movie does time travel right.
Yeah. But please, no more Wolverine booty. We've seen it too much.
I better not see any of that mess in this. Don't do it. Number 9, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Yeah, it's a third entry in the series. It's still a sequel. Get over it, comment section.
Yeah, it's a sequel of a sequel.
Whoa.
Sequelception! If Sean Connery was your father, don't you think that'd be enough to make everything better?
Yup. The added buddy element works great in an Indiana Jones movie, as long as it's not Shia LaBeouf. Some of the high points of Raiders of the Lost Ark are replicated quite nicely. The movie is packed with action and adventure, and the story is as engaging and memorable as the original.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just add some Sean Connery to spice things up a little.
The man speaks the truth.
Number 8, Army of Darkness. Here's an example of a movie that took a different approach from the genre in which the original came from.
The first Evil Dead was a low-budget horror movie with some cool camera cinematography and not much else.
Don't look now, but there he is! It's Ash! Ah!
Chill out. In the original, Bruce Campbell's character isn't really canon to the cocky, wisecracking Deadite Slayer we know and love. The second film in the franchise, Evil Dead 2, really started with the whole satire, comedy/horror element thing.
Army of Darkness is a really fun film. It's full of action and comedy, and it doesn't take itself too seriously.
And it has Bruce Campbell. This guy is so cool, just look at him. A chainsaw for an arm? Ah! He's so
Man crushers aside, he is pretty groovy.
Number 7, Men in Black 3. We don't talk about the actual sequel. There's something wrong with your movie where the main highlight is Biz Markie making the music with the mouth.
Amen to that. Take off your nostalgia blinders for a second. This is one great movie. The story is awesome. The characters get some great development, the humor is good, and there's something deeper going on here.
Its story is so well written that it made me get all emotional. That's pretty surprising to say about a comedy sci-fi movie about alien things, that guy from Batman Forever, and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Number 6, Aliens. While we're on the topic of aliens, you can't talk about good sequels without mentioning the movie Aliens. Just look at all them aliens!
You just said aliens a lot, but he has a point. The sequel to the much-adored sci-fi horror pioneer took a completely different direction.
Wait, more aliens?
Yes, more aliens. The movie takes a more sci-fi action route instead of the horror we saw from the first one. Look at her go, she's fully armed and ready to fight back.
Fight them aliens!
The sequel takes the lore from the original and creates something new and engaging. And director James Cameron brings the action to the table and serves the audience a heaping platter of awesomeness chowder.
Mmm, tasty. Give me seconds. Number 5, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Another great sequel directed by James Cameron? Give me some more of that chowder. Seriously though, could this guy get any richer? Look at all these movies. Look at him. He made that one, and he made that one.
This movie is a prime example of a movie with well-constructed time travel elements. Like with Aliens, this seems to have a heavier focus on the action, and oh baby is it done to perfection. Also, the casting is incredible, and the effects still look great by today's standards.
Yup, this one has aged well, unlike other things. Number 4, Spider-Man 2. With all the great Marvel movies that have come out over the woodworks in the past couple of years, it's good to look back at the movies that started it all.
And how dare we overlook one of Marvel's best sequels? And no, we're not talking about Elektra. Is that even a sequel?
Is that even a movie? Spider-Man 2! It's what true movie sequels are about. There's a growth and change in all the characters from the first one, there's new conflicts arising from the outcomes of the previous movie, and freaking Dr. Octopus! Ah!
Oh yeah, hey Dice, what about the other Spider-Man sequel?
I can't believe you just said that.
But I was just...
Get out of here. Now.
But I was trying...
No. I'd rather play the Spider-Man 2 video game on the PS2. I'd rather watch Spider-Man 3. You know, Emo Peter? Yeah, that. I would rather watch that weird 1970s Spider-Man with a negative filter than watch that movie again.
Oh man, but what about Jamie Foxx? He was in it.
Get out of here, you animal.
Okay, fine. I'm leaving. Bye.
Spider-Man 2 was the best Spider-Man to grace my television. And Homecoming better be good or else. Number 3, Mad Max Road Warrior. Get back in here, Peacemaker, because this series has a lot of interesting things going on. The 2015 reboot was flipping incredible. And as far as the 1981 sequel goes, it was a massive improvement on the first one. Like I said about Spider-Man 2, best Spider-Man ever. New conflicts from previous outcomes make for a great sophomore effort.
Right. This one adds all the Mad Max elements that we now know and love from the franchise. The crazy costumes, the wild vehicles, and the desert wasteland. Yeah, it's all here, originating from Road Warrior.
So why is this sequel higher on our list than Aliens or Terminator 2? The answer is, this sequel is seriously that much better than the first movie. Mel Gibson does a great job in his performance, there's a lot of fun action, and this movie started something truly amazing.
What, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome?
No way, dude. This.
Number 2, The Dark Knight. So tell me, Dice, why is it that even Marvel fanboys revere this movie as a great comic book film?
Well, Peacemaker, the simple answer is this movie is absolutely fantastic. Dark Knight completely surpasses Batman Begins by further improving the pacing, the characters, the villains, the setting, the score, the cinematography, the tone.
Whoa, hey dude, this list is getting long and it could go on for quite a while.
Longer than the line at the post office right before Christmas. I wanna go home.
Maybe current day DC should look back and take some notes. Heck, Marvel could even take notes from this.
Number 1. Thus far, we've covered some amazing movie sequels. What in the world could be left?
Well, Dice, the question is, what out of this world could be left? Sorry, that sounded way cooler in my head when scripting. Here's a better hint. Dun, 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 dun.
Dear Lord, stop that! You gotta sing from the diaphragm, not the nose. Like this. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Empire Strikes Back! Is it part 2 of a trilogy? Is it really a sequel? Who the freak cares? It's Empire Strikes Back! It's our personal favorite and we're not alone.
The Mother-Father Battle of Hoth, more Vader, and the first canon appearance of Boba Fett?
But the holiday special.
I said canon, like the Nick, not so bad I'm getting sick. And it had one of the biggest film reveals / plot twists ever!
You mean one of the most misquoted lines ever.
True that, they really got it right the second time. A New Hope created a wonderful universe for us to ponder and laid the groundwork for Empire.
Empire Strikes Back just feels like the greatest hits of Star Wars. Everything is there. It's that memorable. That was a fun list.
Yeah!
I'm glad you liked it, brother.
I did.
Hey, don't you cry. We didn't forget about these awesome sequels that also did it right the second time.
They sure did. X-Men 2, because the more Wolverine, the better.
Toy Story 2, because it hits the nostalgia bits nice and good.
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, because Marv and Harry are back and dumber than ever, presumably from the brain trauma of the first film.
London Has Fallen, because it's beautiful, brotastic, and makes you say, Merca.
10 Cloverfield Lane, because Mary Elizabeth Winstead should marry me.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, because they couldn't mess up any more than they did on the last one. They just swept it under the rug and added some 80s nostalgia.
Godfather 2, because it's The Godfather.
2. Hey you! Thanks for watching!
We hope you liked it.
We're bringing more great videos your way, so subscribe so you won't miss out.
Chat movies or whatever with us on social media, and see you next time.
Much love. See ya. Yeah, dude. I feel like it was missing something. Like somebody.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. Gosh. Better not see any of that mess in this. Don't do it.
Yeah, if I wanted to see dude butt, I'd go look around in the men's locker room at the YMCA.
Ew.
Added buddy element works great in an Indiana Jones movie, as long as it's not Shia LaBeouf. LaBeouf.
10 Cloverfield Lane, because Mary Elizabeth Winstead should marry me.
She should marry me.
Look at all these movies. Look at him. He made that one, and he made that one. And that one got a lot of money. There's a lot of James Cameron.